Good evening, our political fans from around the world. We're going to be discussing the rumors, I don't know if I should call it that, of Michelle Obama's separation with Barack Obama and is flirting around with one Jennifer Aniston. And to discuss that is only Saeed and Mustafa. Gentlemen, you're welcome to the show.
Okay, I'll let
Yeah.
Kule start us off because he has
Okay.
the gift of speech. Go ahead, Kule.
Oh, thank you very much. I would like to first of all say, in the defense of Jennifer Aniston, she said she's only ever met him once.
Yeah.
That's what she said on the Jimmy Kimmel show. She's only met him once, so and
Love
there's
at
been
first, love at first knock.
yeah. But you know what Jenny this is. They call her Jenny with the good hair.
Yeah.
That's what they call her in America. Jenny with the good hair. So I think it's more about the possibility of the Obama splitting more than the Jennifer
Yeah,
Aniston
yeah.
part is more comedy. I don't really think that's real. But I think what is real is that there is a strain. It's very unusual and very obvious. And she was like very obvious. What's that thing you call? I've forgotten the anecdote when you want to say it. The elephant in the room, you
Oh yeah, the
know.
pink elephant in the
Um,
room. Yeah, because she
yes,
wasn't there.
that.
She
Yeah,
didn't
she
go there
was
for Jimmy Carter's
conspicuously
uh,
absent.
funeral.
And
She didn't go to the funeral. She didn't come for Trump.
yeah, and the funeral was of a Democrat president, which is
And also
confusing.
a very liberal president who was humane, very
Yes,
humane.
because there are rumors about her wanting to go into politics and become the first black female president, blah 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 blah. And even if she had, but what makes me wonder is even if she had had a falling out with Obama, why is she avoiding Jimmy Carter? Is it because of her husband, or is it because she can't stand to be in the same room as Donald? Because
Okay, but
we
here's the
know
thing.
that
That's very childish because let me tell you why. George Bush, George Bush Jr. did the illegal war in Iraq, killed millions of people. The other George Bush Sr. Um, with the CIA, killed presidents, disrupted Africa. And she's jumping on this woke bag, and nobody's saying that nobody's saying Trump is a saint, but the level of animosity they have for Trump. But she'll shake hands with Netanyahu, who kills children in Palestine. Do you see what I'm saying? It's become
it's
hilarious. They've turned Trump into the
hypocritical.
devil. Yeah, they've turned
Yeah,
Trump into the devil, but you shake hands with Biden, who killed Jewish kids, who killed no, not Jewish, killed Palestinians. Um, Bill Clinton let Rwanda happen. So my point being is that if that's why she's not showing up because she doesn't want to be in the room as Trump, it shows us the problem of America in which they've turned Trump into the cause of all their problems, but they're not looking
yeah.
at their government.
American
Her,
brain is like the Truman Show. They think
yeah.
they know
Let me
everything,
give you an
and
example.
they're
Her
convinced
husband,
they know everything, but actually they know less than everybody else.
they're no less. I would even
Which is
argue that just because of circumstance, to be honest with you, the West
especially
right now,
America.
yeah, the U.S. right now, they are the most. I'm not saying it's genetic, but based on their history of their citizens as well as their government, the most evil people. American white people used to hang black men for looking at women, and this was only 30 or 40 years ago for looking at white women, burn them and send Christmas cards to their families saying, "Oh, look, we killed a nigger." Then their country goes, they was built off of slavery and killing Indians. So I'm not saying all humans have evil in them, but right now, historically, America is the champion of evil.
I agree
That's,
with you, and I'll tell you
yeah,
another point that
yeah.
points out the raw racism. Throughout this war, there was a day that 7 aid workers were killed. Do you remember during
American workers, yeah.
everybody remember that. But do you remember in January, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, where 40 people, 60 people, and 80 people were killed? You don't. You just see it
No.
as a bar running
Or in
down on the
Nigeria
bottom
where
of your
Boko
screen.
Haram
40
killed 2,000
Palestinians
people.
killed today. Yeah,
Yeah.
their lives don't matter, because that's the problem. And then when you say 40,000, they'll use one line to just say, oh, it's Hamas's fault. Or they'll say something dismissive.
Yeah.
As
And
if
also
but then,
also when
and then they'll
Israeli
talk
children
about
died.
the
Yeah.
October 7th attack as if that was the terrible massacre because 1,000 white people died
Yeah.
or something like that.
Hmm.
But 40,000 brown people, it's not a big deal.
And also they
They
never,
keep
for
going
example,
on
when
about it. And that's the part I can't understand. How do you keep talking about the brutal October 7th attack? You just killed 40,000 people, and you're talking about a brutal attack. The Palestinians killed 400 soldiers, and the Israeli killed about 700 of their own people with
and they're
hellfire.
civilians. The Israelis
And
killed
most of the
civilians.
people the
Yeah.
Palestinians killed were settlers or soldiers.
Yeah. No, no. So it's a double standard. So going back on track.
And they have a yeah. So going back to track, let's get back to Jenny with the
so
good
very quickly. So my point was that if Michelle Obama, like most Americans, they're childish because Trump is a jerk. We know that he's a jerk to some people. So the American impulse is to attack jerks, but to shake hands with psychopaths as long as they act nice to you. And the thing about Obama, her husband killed Gaddafi and indirectly led to slavery in Libya and led to terrorist issues. Oh, it's okay to be with him, but I can't be with Trump because Trump is a jerk. I can't be in the same room with him if that's really the cause of it. We'll get back to you. What are your thoughts, Saeed? Yeah. Kunle, we'll come back to you later.
Yeah.
Saeed, yeah.
Yeah, on my own thoughts, I personally think that, on my own opinion, I think it's better the way all these politicians they are going about it. As in, if they say they don't like each other, let them show it instead of saying politics, politics,
Oh,
politics.
yeah.
If like I feel maybe referring back to Peter Obi here, you are complaining about some certain elites that they are doing bad to the Nigerian public. But at the end of the day, you see them, you shake them. Personally, I don't think he should be doing that. So in American level, I think if they don't like each other, then there's no point in them being in the same gathering.
Oh, yeah, but
because of
Obama shook
politics.
Trump's hands. They even laughed and joked together. You know what I'm saying?
The only person that matters to be there is the former president, Barack Obama, is the husband. There is no point of
For her to
being there.
come.
What
Okay, but
if they gotten divorced or something?
so let's go deeper into it.
Personally, I see no force she being there or she not
Yeah.
coming or she.
So,
It
but
doesn't
I do
matter
think
to me.
where there's smoke, there's fire. There's a problem with her and her husband. I don't think it's just infidelity. Maybe Obama cheated. I think what goes deeper is that Michelle Obama.
I don't think they are going to get divorced. I don't think they are going to get
they're not
divorced.
divorced, but they don't need to divorce. Just like Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, they don't need to divorce because they're not going to remarry. But from what I hear, their lives are separate now. They just consider themselves to be friends. That's the rumor. And for her not to show up to 2 engagements with her husband, it's very interesting. Do you see what I'm saying? Maybe she doesn't even respect him because he's part of the U.S. political system, because she herself was Black consciousness when she was in university. So maybe she feels betrayed. And there's also a book with a white woman who said that Obama always has loved to date white girls. And he even made statements to the effect that if he wants to become president, he has to marry a Black American woman. So maybe she feels used and those types of things. This is just conjecture, but whatever it is, it's not just about him talking to another woman. I think they've grown apart, but that happens in a lot of marriages. So who am I to speak? Go ahead, Afolabi. What are your thoughts? Afolabi, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, Michelle herself has made some very candid confessions that past admissions about marital challenges, which is normal. It's just that the way the media make it look as if public figures are like the stereotypical
untouchable and infallible.
Untouchable, where nothing could go wrong.
Yeah.
The lady has made it clear that they've had issues. She's had to bend over backwards to make the marriage work.
Hold on. He bent over backwards for Diddy. Come on. That's what it is. She found out he went to Diddy party. Yes. I'm just joking. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, it's obvious that there were fractious moments in the marriage, and this happening is just an opportunity for the media to build a story that will make headlines. Jimmy Carter is a president for the Americans. It's not about Democrats or Republicans. Jimmy Carter is an American president that would any Republican or Democrat would love to come to his burial.
And also, Jimmy Carter was a good guy. He had no enemies.
He was a good guy. He had no enemies. So to imagine that someone like Michelle Obama would be absent from that kind of event, that's people put aside the fact that she doesn't like Trump. It's obvious.
Yeah, that's childish because Trump is not like Trump personally abused her or something, I don't get it.
Exactly. I agree with you.
And even if he did, Trump abused Biden and they still shook hands. Trump said Biden that nobody knows what you're saying. Because remember during the debate, they said Biden asked a question and they said, "What do you think, Trump?" He said, "I don't know what he said. I don't think he knows what he said either." Politics is dirty. You fight each other, but for the funeral of someone like Jimmy Carter, you would think she would be there. What do you?
Yeah, she should be there. And I feel high-profile relationships, like relationships of ex-presidents and their wives, they place
it's like a job.
They place unrealistic expectations on these public figures. They're human beings like you and I. they have issues that need to be dealt with and resolved. But because they are so much in a high position, we make it look as if they're stereotypical and people should learn from their own, model. But it's
No, they're
not that
human just
way.
like you and me.
Yes.
Human just like you and me. What are your thoughts, Saeed? Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, to me, she really, no, I mean, what's going on with her and her husband is really, really not my concern. I'm not a fan of theirs anyway, because
It's my concern, though.
Barack
We need
Obama,
ratings for
You
today.
are
We
a
need
fan
ratings
of
for this evening.
Trump. If it was Trump and Melania that were divorcing, I know you'd be very
yeah,
vociferous.
Also,
that
Obama is a fan of Trump too.
that could cut my attention. You know what I mean? Like, so Barack Obama and Michelle, man, to hell with them, man. I don't really care though, because
Yeah,
they are part of the problem we're
Obama.
facing.
All
So
right. Yeah,
yeah,
but this
part
is
of the
fun.
problem we're facing right now.
Okay, so
So
we're gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not
you
going.
can tell.
I'm not going to.
You
Okay.
can tell that Trump's wife is under him. You can tell that he's the one that
Yeah, but
wears
also, but
the
Kunle, before you
trousers.
continue, but also she's passively resisting him because whenever she sits beside him, she moves away from him. So in other words, I don't think she agrees with everything he does. She puts herself in a dark cloud, like the way she dresses up,
Yeah,
and it's almost like she's not saying that I agree with my husband, but she's not disrespecting him also. But she has her own character, which is separate
yeah.
from him. If you look at their body
But whether
language.
she agrees with him or disagrees with him, she does have a subservient role, which
Oh yeah, but my thing is I wouldn't call it subservient.
Michelle
You know
is
why I would
different.
you know why I wouldn't call
Michelle
it subservient? You know why I wouldn't call it subservient? No, because she's his partner.
submission. Sorry, bad word.
Yeah.
Submissive role.
Oh yeah,
Submissive,
but I
not
wouldn't even use
subservient.
submissive. What I think is it's a compromise. They both have children together. Their children are
Yeah.
there. So they have to be on the same side. So it doesn't
Yeah,
mean she's bowing down to
I'm
him.
trying to differentiate. The reason I'm
Yeah.
raising it is to differentiate that
Oh
with
yeah, yeah.
Michelle and Obama. Because in
Yeah.
Michelle's case, whether they're getting on or not, Michelle was always very much out there. Like, I'm your equal, I'm independent woman. I am,
Yeah.
that kind of, she stood for that kind of single lady kind of energy because she did a lot of things without Obama. So there's that. And I do remember at the inauguration when she had to hand over to Trump the first time. If you saw her face, she was not happy that day.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So Kunle, here's the problem. So here's my attack on her because she claims to be an activist. She should never have allowed her husband to become president of America. You know why? Because the role that he would have to play involves going against her values, putting black people down, doing all kinds of rubbish that she doesn't want to do. You see what I'm saying? I think she should have married Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. They would have. I'm not being funny.
She's younger than us. I don't think that she was alive.
What I mean is she should have married somebody like that. But my thing is that she too is chopping from the killing of Gaddafi. All the stuff that Obama did, that he's made millions, she's chopping too. So her activism is
exactly.
Obama has his own private plane.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
I mean, they have private planes.
People are bad guys.
Yeah, but Kunle, but here's where the money came from. The money that Obama gets, the money that Obama made was not from his salary. It was from the people who recruited him saying, when you do what we want, we'll give you $500,000 per speech.
Yeah, sure.
The only reason they're giving him that is to pay him for services he did. It's for the blood on their hands. Then they say, okay, you have a speech, 500,000. Then I made the point that even afterwards, Obama said we have to stop going to your church because the black pastor in her church said that white people are evil. So what I'm saying is that she had a choice too. She should not have married him if he didn't have the if he didn't have the value system that she has. What do you think, Kunle? Then we'll go to Saeed.
Yeah, I think that also a lot of the black community sees it as a slap in the face.
Because he's dating a white girl.
You know, it's not even about the dating of the white girl. It's about abandoning your man.
Sell out.
Selling out to your man. And regardless of the politics, whether you agree with them or not, whether look at Melania, she may or may not agree with Donald Trump, but she's like, that's my husband.
Same thing with Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton was pissed off at Clinton when he had the sex scandal. But afterwards, when it was her turn to become running for president, Clinton supported her too and became subservient. So the marriage has to be a team for it to work. Yeah, continue. Sorry. Yeah.
So sorry, someone is arguing with me online.
About what? Is it about us now?
No, someone is arguing that, that Trump is terrible, and I'm saying, but we just had a Democrats, it just had a genocide.
Oh, they don't.
And
Yeah,
like,
they don't
no, I
listen.
don't
They
want
don't
to talk
listen.
about that one. Yeah, just speaking it. World War III is coming because Trump is here.
All
I'm
right.
just saying that I'll keep repeating 40,000 dead people.
The same thing until they listen. Until they listen. Is it Debola Sariki?
And you're
Let me
worried
stop.
about Trump.
Is it Debola Sariki? Let me stop. He was not watching
No,
the
it's
show.
my
Man.
Buckingham
I know. I'm
people.
joking. I'm being funny. Okay, so
Respect
yeah,
my
I'll let you
self.
talk to him. Let's go to Saeed, then we'll go to Falabi. Yeah, Saeed.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yes. Any last thoughts on that, and then we'll talk
Oh,
briefly
okay.
about Elon Musk's Nazi signal. But go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. No, what are your last thoughts?
Oh, okay. On the Michelle Obama and Barack Obama,
Yeah, yeah.
on the Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, for me, I will wait it out because all these rumors, you never can tell. It might
Yeah, yeah.
be,
No,
like so
here's what
many
I
rumors
believe.
flying
What I
around.
believe is that there's a
Like
problem between them, but just like most fair marriages, they'll continue public appearances, and we will never know their private life. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Mhm.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, so let's move on to the next
To
thing.
me,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did anybody? Afolabi, did you see where Elon Musk did like a Nazi where he put his hand in the air? Did you see it? You saw it,
Using
right?
bolt. Use a bold
Yeah,
style.
no, so to me, so here's my interpretation. I don't think he was inspired by Hitler, but I think that when people become powerful, like even in football, when somebody scores, they beat their chest and they do that. So that's the type of thing that Nazis do, but it's also a sign of egotism and narcissism. So it doesn't mean he's a Nazi, but it means he has some of those same tendencies. He's drunk on his own power. I think Elon Musk is drunk on his own power. I'm not judging him, but you're a trillionaire, you're the richest man in the world. You have all the platform. You're
Grew
like,
up in
fuck you people.
apartheid
I'm
South
number one
Africa.
now. I'm number one now. What do you think? What do you think of Fabi? Then we'll go to Kule. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, basically, what I feel is that some of these black people might see what Obama is doing as cultural betrayal.
Oh, come closer.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
also, we want to focus more on the topic of the Elon Musk. Did you see when he pumped his fist in the air? You didn't see it though. No.
No. I
I
didn't.
saw it.
Oh,
I
okay.
saw it.
Okay, let Kule get to that. Then we'll get to your point afterwards.
I said he grew up in
Yeah,
South
I'm sorry,
Africa. They
I'm
don't know
sorry
he
to.
blinks over there. He grew up in South
It looked
Africa.
like
They don't
Hitler.
know
It
the
looked like
blinks.
Hitler. What do you think, Kule? Yeah.
So I'm not surprised. But I think he was doing it more for effect. I don't know. He's a messed up person, but not in the
Yeah, and also
conventional
Kool-Aid
1940s way
before
that
Hitler. Have you seen
he's a
videos of?
typical
Yeah,
Zionist. And
yeah, but
that's
here's
all
the thing. So, like, remember Mussolini? Even before Hitler, Mussolini would do those things where you pump your fist. Yes, 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 yes. That's just the way barbarians. I'm not saying it as an insult, but it's a sort of primitive masculine motion, like I am the Lord. And I do think he believes he's the Lord, but he's not a Nazi. What do you think, Kunle? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the world is currently lost in its own
Oh yeah,
racist
it's
vanity
the and
and
the
supremacist
biggest Nazis on earth right
thinking.
now are
Yes,
is Israel. I'm gonna be real with
yes,
you. Go ahead. Yeah.
that they are superior human beings, that we are inferior, that they have more of a right to life, that they have right to our land and our properties, and that it's just growing out of control. That is how they are thinking.
Yeah,
That
because
is
they're
how
losing
they
their power.
believe
They don't
they
want to see
are.
China win. They don't
You
want to see
know,
China win.
pride. They say that before they destroy you, they turn you mad. And I think that they're still going to go madder before they
Oh,
destroy
they've gone
themselves.
mad, man. They've gone super mad. Yeah. Just like I hate to say it, I like Abacha, but in his last days, 5 or 6 ashes in his room instead of cheapening the price of rice. You are doing ashes. In asshole rock. No, look, asshole rock. No, but I know what you mean. Like even Hitler, in Hitler's last days, he was under the ground talking about
Yeah.
he shall rule America. He said
But the
we shall
21st
still rule
century ways,
America.
they want to say that they're not racist. It's a lie. It's all in your head. You're
No,
just
no,
fucked up and stupid.
no. Let me keep
And
it
then they
real.
continue with their narrative. And then they continue with the mass murders. And then they continue with the terrorism all over the world. They continue with all these things. Look at how you have to get. There are things that we don't even notice, like visas, traveling from one country to another. Why is it that some bum in England with a blue collar job can get a passport that will allow him to travel to America without any check? But if I
But
want to
Nigeria
travel
can't.
with all the things I've done, I have to show them everything right down to
To
my
your bank.
company and the fact that I've paid annual returns. You know? You know,
No, it's racism.
it's a
It's racism.
racism there that we just don't even notice.
And
It
also
manifests.
in America, let's say you have a lot of money and you're black, the bank won't give you a loan, but they'll give a white guy who can't even pay the loan back. They'll give him the loan.
Yeah, we just
On
accept it as
yeah.
normal.
So thank you. So Saeed, what are your thoughts on the Hitler pose by Elon Musk?
Yeah, to me, I think there's absolutely nothing Elon Musk can do now that the legacy media and the CNN and the likes they won't twist
find
it.
terrible.
Remember during that election period that Trump called him on stage that he was jumping. You know that they did meme about that too.
Oh
That
yeah.
he was overexcited and all that stuff. You know, like like different times that he is on stage, they always pick one or two things because they are
Yeah.
afraid. They are afraid of the collaboration between him and Trump is going to, like really change a lot of
No,
things
it's
that
gonna
is
spoil their
already
business.
changing right now.
Yeah. And the world is changing. Nigeria has
Yeah,
joined BRICS. The
the
US is gonna
and
join
they don't
BRICS.
like it.
Yeah. No, the US is gonna join BRICS.
So they really don't
Yeah.
like it. They really
Yeah.
don't like it that Trump, like right now, Trump have everything he needs to be to succeed in all this is policy
Oh
that
yeah,
he
it's up
said
to
he's
him.
going to do.
If they fail now, it's his fault.
So
And
he
we're
has the
gonna be
backing, he has the
watching him.
financial backing, he has, so it's gonna that's why they are scared. So they want to quickly break that union between him and Trump. That is what
Yeah,
all
it's not
this
gonna
is
happen.
all about. The Usain Bolt thing that he did. We all know that he was hitting his chest like for me, and we all know that Elon Musk is an hyper guy.
Elon Musk is like
someone
he's like Kanye West.
hyper.
He has bipolar. Come on,
Yeah.
let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Same thing like with me.
So,
Well, we do
of
some
course.
crazy shit. Elon Musk and me are crazy. We all know Kunle is crazy too. Kunle, if you were in the same position as Elon Musk, you'd be like, Ragolis. All right, okay, guys, very good show, but we have to head out soon. Last thoughts, Kunle, before we go to
Yes.
Afolabi. Yeah.
So let's see what's going to take place in the next few days. I do believe that there's genuine strain on the relationship between Obama and Michelle. I think that Jenny with the good hair is just a joke that's just it's just entertaining to talk about it. He may be having an affair, but he's not going to be having an affair with some other celebrity with all their problems. He's going to get some beautiful, sexy,
he's
young.
Going to get somebody from some 17-year-old or from. He has a 17-year-old girlfriend from Diddy.
Yes, why is he going to carry all his big money and start dating a 60-year-old woman? What kind of nonsense is that?
Hey, but Jenny is fine for 60. Jenny is fine for 60.
Yes, fine for 60, but she's still 60, and I prefer 20, 30.
I won't be close.
Jenny with a good hair.
She can't give Obama a son. Obama is still looking for a son.
Oh dear. Yes.
All right. Okay. So take us out of fire. Great show. Great show, guys.
Okay. Yeah. It's been a wonderful show again. We've been discussing the rumors about Mitchell and Barack Obama's separation, and we have been talking about Elon Musk's influence on the government of Donald Trump. And with me, Kunle, Saeed, and Mustafa, it's bye for now. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, guys. Very good show. So we'll probably see each other on the weekend sometime.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Okay. Yeah.